up, y'all? It's Rihanna here, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm going to be doing my first impression on a couple of the new makeup products that I got. So yes, it's going to be real get ready with me, and yeah, that's basically what it's going to be. I got a couple new products because my job moved to Citrus City, so I'm kind of next to that new mall over there. So, and they have a Sephora, and it's big, so I've been going there on my lunches and I've been picking up a few items. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my first impression on this, and I'm just going to be doing my makeup. I'm not really going anywhere. So, but we're going to see how this turns out. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video and also comment. And yeah. All right, y'all, so now we're going to go ahead and start with the face. I've already done my eyebrows off camera. If you guys want a detailed eyebrow tutorial video, just leave it in the comments and I will get that whipped up for you guys. But for my eyebrows, I use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I use my pretty Vulgar concealer and my Juvia's Place concealer to sharpen up the outside. And then I use the brow gel and the color Ebony to match the dip brow pomade. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead in with the face, and the primer I use, this is not new, this is the Milk Hydrogrip primer. This is the one I've been using for a very long time now, and I really like it. Wow, did y'all see that? My brows did not wipe off. My brows did not come off. Look. OMG. Okay, so yeah, well, make sure I stay away from the brows because I just did them. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Oh, I got some in my eye. I don't know what this is in my eye. Okay, I got it. So yeah. Oh, wow, my eyebrows stayed. That Anastasia this brow gel, honey. Okay, this stuff stayed. It ain't the brow out of sight. That's crazy. Okay, so back to the video. So Hydrogrip primer on, and now I'm gonna set my primer with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in medium deep. Oh, right here. So yeah, I finally got the big one, y'all. I upgraded from the travel size. So this is what it looks like. It's just a flesh tone powder, and I use this to set the primer to reduce shine. So I'm just gonna take a damp beauty blender and just put it all over my face. And just put that into the skin, and then you're gonna go in with your foundation. I got a new foundation. Woo! I stepped up from my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I got me some NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and the color I am is Belem, something like that, but like you guys can see. Focus, camera. Anyway, it's gonna focus on me, but yeah, it's Belem, and this is the color that I got. This was a little expensive, but it's whatever. I really wanted to try a newer foundation, so I got NARS one. And also, I got a new foundation brush in my BoxyCharm. It is, oh, this is a bronzer brush. Psych. Oh, maybe I didn't get a foundation brush. Boo. I didn't. Oh well, I'll just use my e.l.f. one. But I did get a new one from NYX. So the reason why I'm bringing up the other brushes was because in my BoxyCharm, they gave me 3 brushes by, who was this by? Alamar brushes. They're really cute. I got this one, I got a brightening brush, and then I got a contouring brush. And they're really cute. But I ordered my NYX buffing brush. So that should come in Tuesday. So hopefully I'll have something better to use than this e.l.f. one. But anyway, I just put a little bit of my NARS on my hand. If it'll ever come out. I wish it had the little pumping thing, but bakers can't be choosers. So, and I just take a little bit and splat it where it's needed. This is a full coverage foundation, so you don't need to use too much. All right, I'm gonna see how much this gave me. This may not even be nothing. Yeah, okay. So then after I put on the foundation, I'm gonna set my foundation with my new Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. I got this because my friend suggested it, so, and I'm gonna listen because she said she got 2, and she's not the type to buy. So I'm gonna use it because she says she got 2. So that just means that this must be great. So I just take a little bit of this. Don't forget to shake it up too. I forgot to. But let it kind of set in, and then go ahead and get to blending. This came out really nice. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into concealing and highlighting. So for my concealer, I use my Pretty Vulgar concealer in the color Shady Lady. And I just take that and put a little bit under my eye just to cover up them bags that I have, honey. Because, you know, I'm a working woman, so these bags have to go. So I take a little bit of that. I let that dry a little bit, very little bit. I let my highlighting concealer dry down for a really long time, just so it's really not. Okay, so now let me go ahead and blend in this concealer. I'm using another damp beauty blender. Please excuse it. If you got a brush or if you got a brush or sponge cleanser that you have, that's a good one. Leave it in the comments. Well, yeah. So sorry about that. So yeah, it doesn't have to be as blended. Because we're gonna put another concealer on top of this. All right, see how it kind of woke me up? All right, so now I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place concealer in the number 9 to highlight under my eyes, or like more so the center of my face. This one isn't even that bright of a concealer, but like for me, I feel like this is just enough. Like I don't usually do like the really bright under eye looks. Okay, I kind of do my chin, but sometimes I end up putting the bronzer right over it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do the bridge of my nose and then my forehead. And that's usually what I do. And I like to let this sit for an extremely long time. I like to let it dry down. And for my contour, I'm gonna use my Color Perfect foundation stick, Black Radiance in the color Espresso, to add some shadow to my face. I add a very little bit right here, right in that area. Forehead, maybe that'll cover up that little spot. Okay. So then I'm gonna let that chill out. Go back to my Juvia's Place angled contour brush, because this is actually a contour brush, not a complexion brush. So yeah. Blend that in. All right, and sometimes I like to take my beauty blender just to like, well, there's some powder on there. I like to take my beauty blender just to, you know, do some extra blending, because sometimes I feel like the brush doesn't really do what I need it to do. Like it doesn't melt it into the skin. I have like 2 mirrors here in case you guys are wondering why I'm looking that way and not this way. Okay. Yeah, that did a little bit better. So I'm not just... Okay. How's my contour? Okay. And then I like to take a smaller brush just to get like this kind of contour. It's kind of like a cheating nose contour, but it just makes the pointy part of my nose, well, not the pointy part, but the slender part of my nose look more slender. This is a Morphe brush. It's one of their complexion brushes. I'll leave all the description. I'll leave not a link, but I'll leave a description of all the products that I use in the description box. Beauty blender, and blend out the concealer. Yeah, concealer. And if you find that when your concealer is drying down and it dries down like too much, you can always take your setting spray and just spray it to bring it back, to like moisten it up a bit. Moisten. All right, y'all, now I'm all blended and I'm all contoured and I'm all concealed. So now I'm gonna start with my setting powder, and the new setting powder that I got is the Fenty Pro Filter setting powder. This is what I got today. Actually, I got this today from Sephora. I've had it on my radar to get for a while, but I wanted to get the color honey, but I saw a bunch of YouTube videos saying that honey is more so like a full all-around face powder for people with lighter complexions, so it was a bit too golden for me. So then I ended up getting the banana color. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this as an under eye setting powder. Uh-oh, it's not opened. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so go ahead and get some of the product out. This is nice. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. Ooh, okay. Don't inhale it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my beauty blender. It's a damp beauty blender. And I take a little bit from here, like that. And then I dab it on my hand, 1, 2, just so I'm not grabbing a bunch of powder on my hand at one time. Because if you use too much at one time, it could go left. So beware. And I put that under my eye, all in the highlighted areas, and press it into my skin. I maybe should use my Laura Mercier under it because it's kind of like patchy right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier, put that, let's try it on the other side first. So this is another beauty blender. Take some, tap, 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 tap. Yeah, this is way better. That's what I usually do. I don't know why I thought Fenty was different, but yeah. So I use a flesh tone one first, and then I'm gonna go in with the Fenty over it to brighten. Yeah, that looks a lot better. You see? And then you see how that's kind of like breaking up. So this is how I fixed it. I put a little bit of foundation, a little bit of concealer, and now we're gonna do the right way. It looks really white on camera, but it looks really golden like in the mirror. So I don't know, we shall see. Uh-oh, gotta close it. Okay, and then we can take the Laura Mercier and put it all over the face. I need like a, here we go. I'll just use this one. I'm gonna take my Morphe brush. It's like a flat head brush, and I'm gonna take the Fenty and just highlight a little, the bridge of my nose, just a very teensy tiny bit. Take a little bit like that. You just want to set that concealer that you put on your nose. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get my bronzer, and then we are going to bronze. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, here's the bronzer I use. You already know, it's the Anastasia Bronzer in the color Mahogany. And then I take my bronzer brush. This is another old Morphe brush, and I just deepen up my contour line. Maybe I should use this powder brush. I got a new powder brush from NYX. Where is it? Here it is. It's this one. I was trying to, it's the number 2 brush. I was trying to order the buffing brush, and I accidentally ordered this one. So yeah, this is the powder brush. Oh wow, this is soft. This wasn't a bad buy, I'll say that, but I'm waiting for my buffing brush, my foundation brush. Here we go. And then I'm gonna take some more of the Fenty powder. I know I'm using a lot of powder, but I have oily skin, so take take a bit of the Fenty powder and sharpen up my contour line. So I'm just gonna take the same beauty blender. Well, I'll use a new one. Yeah, because I'm not doing nothing else. Just take a little bit and just I can take some from my. This is a really nice brush. It's so soft. Like, mind y'all, the brushes that I have, they're from 2016. Like, I haven't done makeup. I've never done makeup, but like, I never wore makeup. So like, just the fact that these brushes, I found them while I was looking through stuff in my apartment. So yeah, so this is the finished face look. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder under here just so when I do my eyeshadow, there's no fallout. And yeah, go back with my Fenty again. You know, I'm about to get my use out of this. So I really do like this powder. It's pretty bomb. Just a very little bit, nothing too crazy. All right, so I got my powder on there, got my face done, my lips are chapped. This is a new chapstick. It's the Jack Black Lip Balm, Intense Therapy Lip Balm, Skin Protectant, and Broad Spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. Your lips need sunscreen too, y'all, if y'all didn't know. And the flavor, well, not flavor, but scent, is Natural Mint and Shea Butter. They have a pineapple one. That's the one I used. I have that in one in my purse. But yeah, this stuff, and y'all, my lips get dry. When I say dry, I mean dry. So this chapstick is really good. Because my lips, I don't have to use chapstick until like super later. Like, it's not really, it never like, well, I mean, it goes away eventually, but not as bad as like Vaseline and stuff like that. So Jack Black, get that. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna do one eye off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do the other eye. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, we are back, and this eye is done. It's kind of like a smoky eye look I did, so I'm gonna go ahead and recreate it. This eye is already primed. I've used my, I've used my Juvia's Place concealer to prime, and my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set it so it won't be so like tacky. So starting off, I'm using my Juvia's, what palette is this? The Tribe palette. And these are the colors I use. I use this color is called Aromo, this orange right here. And then I use Ashanti, this like kind of taupey brown kind of color. And then I use Sand as the green color. So number one, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's like a feathered kind of brush. So I take that and I use Aromo, and I just go around my, as a transition shade. This is my first time doing a smoky eye look, and y'all, I think it turned out pretty good. All right, so got that shade on there, and then I'm gonna take Ashanti and deepen that orange color up a little bit. I'm using my Juvia's 127 Precision brush. And I take that right underneath it. Got that on there, and now I'm gonna take this other Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number, but it's like this, and I take Sand right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pack that in right in the middle and make sure it's like the eye shape color, like I said before. Yeah, okay, so you see how it's kind of on there. So now let's go back with the Ashanti color, this one right here, and we're gonna blend out the edges, the harsh lines, I would say. And then you can take a little bit of the orange color, just a very little bit, because you don't want it to like do too much. Because like, mind you, Juvia's palettes are very pigmented, so you don't really want to put too much on there. And I would say for Juvia's palettes, I'm going back with the Ashanti color. For Juvia's palettes, they are really beginner friendly in my opinion. I'm going back with Sand. they're really beginner friendly. Like, they're not too expensive to where it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm spending all this money on a palette, but they're also very good quality. So you don't really have to be like nervous about like trying it and then like saying, oh, maybe I'm not into makeup, or like, oh, maybe I'll try it. I don't really like this palette or something like that. You don't have to worry about like wasting money. Because like with the other brands like Anastasia, who else? Any designer brand, even sometimes the Sephora brands, and like Born This Way, not Born This Way, the Too Faced brands, all that stuff, like it's great and all, but I mean, if you're just getting into makeup and like you're just seeing if you like it or not, I would stick with the indie brands. And when I say indie brands, those are brands that are not really, I want to say not really mainstream, kind of. So like they're not that expensive. And you can also do drugstore, like Maybelline is really good. All their stuff is good, but it's kind of hard for darker skinned women to find good palettes in drugstore because they are not catered to our skin tone. So like brands like Juvia's Place, the Crayon Case brand, those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head, but they're really good brands for women of color because they are catered to our skin tone. And I think it's what Makeup by Yolanda. She has a Jamrock palette, and I've never seen a palette so pigmented in my entire life. So I say try that one out. That's probably the next palette that I'm gonna get. So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and go under the eye. So I'm gonna take this Morphe brush, but it's kind of like a flathead brush. And I take sand and I put that along my bottom, oh wait, hold on. I want to line my my waterline. Where's my pencil? Here it is. Old school pencil. You already know the drill. So line my waterline. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna take sand and put that along the bottom. Don't put too much or you'll look like a raccoon. The Ashanti color, and we're gonna like blend out the bottom part, the harsh lines of the like underneath the waterline. You see what I'm doing? So like it's kind of like underneath the green color. That's what we're gonna do, just so it can be more airbrushed. Okay. So there we go. So now let's go ahead and, do I like how that looks? Let me actually do a little bit more orange right here, just so it can look like more airbrushed. This one kind of goes out, and I don't know if I'm okay with that, but just for the video purposes, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay, so yeah. Now I'm gonna put some glue on my lash so it can begin to dry, because I like for my lash glue to dry down. I use the Duo Lash Glue with the clear one, but it's the green writing. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry down. And then I'm gonna use the new mascara that I got. It's from Pretty Vulgar. I got it in my BoxyCharm. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some lashes, not lashes, put some mascara on my top lash and my bottom lash. And for my girls with long lashes, if you ever have issues with like getting the mascara on your eyeshadow or whatever, look like this. Like you have to do this just so it doesn't so your lashes don't touch the top of your eyelid. Lean your head back. It works. And then for the bottom lash, before I do the bottom lash, I'm gonna put some lash glue on my lash line just for extra security. And that's the good thing about having the one with the brush, because you can always just put it on there like liner. Yep, see? And it's on there. And of course you're gonna get a little bit of glue on your lashes. You don't want that, so just kind of like pick it off a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna do the bottom lash line. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my other lash on off camera because I'm still struggling with that, but once I get it down, I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna show y'all. So I'll be right back. All right, so y'all, this look is actually not that not too bad. It's looking really nice. So yeah. Then I go ahead and blend in my lashes with the falsies. Corner one in. But yeah, so everything's done. I kind of want to do an inner corner, but this is a smoky look, so I'm gonna just leave it as it is because it's really cute. All right, so now let's do the rest of my face. So let me use my Tarte Chisel palette. I use the Angle color, this one right here, to kind of bronze my face a little bit. Because the reason why I do this over my Anastasia one is just because the Anastasia one is kind of red, so this one is a bit more golden, and I like the golden look better than the reddish look, because I'm not too red, but I'm a little red, but I'm not hella red, you know, I ain't that red, so. That's like the only one I can use in here. Maybe Carrot. Carrot is really pretty. It looks like a highlighter shade. It's more of like a bronzy highlighter. And Crown is pretty too. Oh, these smell like chocolate or something, like cookies. All right. So I just use a little bit of that. And then I'm going to go in with my Milani highlighter. This is actually a bronzer, but it's Soleil. It's a baked bronzer, but I'm going to use it to highlight my cheeks. And then I'm going to take my, no, this brush, no, this one, my brightening brush. It's a very minimal highlight. And the reason why I'm using a minimal one, just because my eyes are so bold, like I don't think I need that big of a highlight on my face, you know? And this one, you know, I can actually, you know, I actually like this as a highlighting brush. This is really cool. It puts the highlight right where I need it, and it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just a little bit, you know, I can just add a little something to all that. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, for my blush, I'm gonna use my Milani blush. It's in Dolce Pink. This one is, this is a really pretty highlight. It's, I mean, not highlight, a blush. It's very subtle, so you can't even really tell it's on there, but like, it's like a muted soft pink kind of, and it also has a shimmer too, so this look is turning out beautifully. I did not expect any of this, so yeah. And then for my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and do my Chestnut, nothing new, to line my lips. I always overline my lips because I love it. It looks beautiful. Look at this. Ooh. All right, and then the new lip I'm gonna use is my Tiramisu by NYX. Did I buy 2 of these? I didn't mean to, but oh well. I really like this lip gloss. It's like a pink, but then it like blends into like a nudish kind of color. And I love how it looks with the Chestnut. It's one of their butter glosses by NYX. It's in Tiramisu. And I like how it's a gloss. Like I don't have to add a gloss on top, you know? All right, and let me go ahead and use my setting spray. Shake it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it to activate it. And then this one isn't really like a first impression, but y'all, when I tell y'all this setting spray has your makeup lasting all day long, I'm not lying. All right, so I'm gonna come back with my hair done and my earrings on, and then we're gonna talk about these first impressions. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, we are back, and this is the final look. It turned out really good. I think it's cute. I'm really happy. This NARS foundation, this everything is just everything. Okay, so now let me go ahead and spill the tea. Okay, so first things first, NARS foundation. This foundation is amazing. If you can find your color and you can get it, I say get it. This is a game changer. I would say the formula, like with comparing it to my Maybelline Fit Me, I don't have to use as much of this as I do with my Fit Me to give me the full coverage that I like. So that's one thing that I like about this, and I like that it doesn't feel as heavy on. Like with my even with the Super Stay foundation that I use, it doesn't feel as heavy as that. I mean, granted, I use 2 foundations when I use that one, but still, like, I don't want my foundation to feel that like heavy on me. So yeah, this, I'd get it again. What else did I get that's new? I got my the Rihanna Fenty by Rihanna, the Pro Filter powder, setting powder. This powder is actually really nice. I like it. Even though I did have my little mishap that you guys saw, it is a nice powder, I think so. And it's very thin, it's very light, and it's very like buttery. Like, it feels really good. It's a nice powder to put on your face, under your eyes. I usually use the Morphe one. I like this color better. It gives more of a highlighted look. The Morphe one is a bit more yellow. This is like, this of course is yellow because it's the banana one, but it's more like, it's a lot lighter. And also it is a lot thinner than the Morphe one, I think so. I mean, not thin, but finer. So that's a good one. These brushes by Alamar, I liked it. The brightening brush is a highlighting brush for me personally. These other brushes feel super soft. Like, I should have used this as for my bronzer because this is a bronzer brush, but I just didn't even think about it. But yeah, that was my Morphe brush here. Don't worry, it's not, the hairs are not falling out because I just got it a couple days ago. But yeah, these brushes are really good. My NYX brush, amazing. This NYX, they done did something with their brushes. They did. I would suggest this one. We're gonna see what it's like with the other brush, but that powder brush, perfect. And my mascara from Pretty Vulgar, I really do like this one. It's kind of watery. I mean, it is what it is. I have long lashes, so it doesn't really faze me how they make my lashes look, especially if I have on the falsies. I'll see what it's like when I put on mascara when I go out, because then that will be the determinant of if I like it or not. Like, if it's really good, you know, without falsies, if I wear without falsies. What else did I get? This NYX Tiramisu Butter Gloss. This is bomb. Okay, that's it. That's it. Get it. Go get it. Go get it right now. It's $5. Go get it. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Also, same thing about this matte all-nighter spray. I don't think this is not a first impression. I don't know if I said it or not, but this is not a first impression. I've used it, and I've worn the makeup to work and used this, and my makeup stayed on for almost 12 hours. I didn't try, it says it's a long lasting makeup setting spray up to 16-hour wear. I haven't tried the 16 hours yet, and it says temperature control technology. I haven't tried the 16 hours yet, but I have tried that almost 12 hours, and yes, it did what it said it did. It did exactly what it said it was gonna do. It did. Yes. So use that. The matte one, don't use it if you have dry skin. Get the regular one. But if you do have oily skin, this matte one will do wonders for you. We need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my nose, because my nose just seems to get oily. I don't know, it's just like an oil ball, but that's besides the point. And yeah, I think that was the last thing I got. I also got this this lipstick from MAC. It's Cream Cup. It has a little bit of brown on it because I use it with my Chestnut, but I have yet to try this. Well, I used it with my Chestnut, but it didn't look right, so I gotta see if there's a darker, I need a darker brown for this. I mean, Chestnut is pretty brown, but I need something darker. But yeah, and I think that is all the new things that I got. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. I really thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me and getting ready with me. Go ahead and like and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more videos. If you guys want eyebrow tutorials, lashes tutorials, any specific type of tutorial, leave a comment down below. And also, if you have a good brush and sponge cleanser, leave that in the comments as well, because I need one. All right, y'all, thank you for watching.